Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Johnson looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wants to change this route. On the ground, it's Clark. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I'm kind of surprised that's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive makes the grab in their space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Johnson wants to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Looking downfield on first down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Tuggle. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Clark. Crosses the 45. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Here's Sellers to throw. Fires it down the seam. Goes high to pull it in. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
The option, the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Makes a grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to... Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
South Carolina, 13, Kansas State, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the big return has them in striking distance already. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Complete. Big guy tries to barrel in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Try to barge their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that drive covered just 44 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Slips through the line. Got all the room. And there he goes. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Put it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. That's caught by Williams. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Wildcats have their offense in high gear. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Wildcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Off play action. Starts to scramble to the left. The throw. Big guy smells it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if he's got it on the outside. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and
there he goes! He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Clark. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Hard running there. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation. Or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run inside. It's Jackson. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Timeout taken here, second one called by Kansas State. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback's got the first. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. It's complete. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Washington Huskies.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
And it's the Hoosiers looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Throwing, Sellers. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And that is no good. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. They're setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. And the Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Running inside, it's Jackson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Johnson wants to throw it. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. On the delay, it's Jackson.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
When a big defensive tackle getting off the rock, nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at second and 13. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
You know, for quarterbacks out there throwing screen throws, part of your job on this play is negotiating the defender. You have got to find some way to get that ball to your running back. You can't let the defense knock that away.
Johnson looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. He's looking downfield to throw. Rushes on him. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolute shame. Missed it. After the missed field goal, it is still a 9-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sellers on the play action. Extending the play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Got a little space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Sellers. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They go play action with Sellers. That's caught. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? Do you try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down?
Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Looking for room. It's Clark. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides, but you got to let the defense know too that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
Sends it downfield. He makes a grab. He is in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. Coming out with it, it's Lockett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And down he goes back at the 3.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Williams got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Johnson wants to throw it. Slings it downfield. Caught by Williams on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Across the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets open down the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. They absolutely had to have that third down to a shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. The Wildcats are right back on top.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
So that touchdown was big, but just as big, this two-point conversion attempt to try to get it to a one-possession game. Johnson looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Go! Opposite.
He'll take it himself. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. No wasted time as the defense uses the timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Timeout taken here, second one called by Kansas State. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. The Wildcats called their third and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being